Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Back to School Night. My name is Chelsea Yusko, and I am one of the health and physical education teachers here at Kreps Middle School. I just want to start off by saying I am so excited to be working with you and your children during this school year. Looks a little different than the start of last year, but we will get through it. It's just a little bump in the road, and we will be back in school soon. Before I get on to anything about the course, I just want to introduce myself a little bit so you can get to know me. I am a second-year health and PE teacher. I graduated from the College of New Jersey in 2019 with my bachelor's in health and physical education. After graduating, I was supposed to work in Philadelphia, but I accepted a job offer in Princeton at John Witherspoon Middle School instead. In March, I decided to take the leap of faith and leave Princeton and come to East Windsor, and it was honestly the best decision that I ever made for myself. I absolutely love this district. I love working with your kids. Even though the first day I started, we shut down for coronavirus, so I haven't really gotten to interact with the kids in person, but I do get to interact with them through Zoom, and that is the best thing for me and for them right now. I am currently pursuing my Master's of Coaching and Athletic Administration from Concordia University, and I will be graduating from there in next summer, so that's exciting as well. With that, I'm also a water safety instructor, an American Red Cross instructor, and I am studying to get my Certified Personal Trainer certificate. A little bit about my sporting background. I played varsity field hockey for 4 years in high school. It is my absolute love. I love field hockey. My sister just started playing, and I'm like her number one supporter. I probably get on her nerves. But I did not end up playing in college. I went to community college first, and they did not have a team. And then the time I got to TCNJ, I was working and just wanted to focus on my studies. I also coached middle school cross country and girls basketball at John Witherspoon when I was there. I have not gotten the chance to coach here at Kreps yet, but I am looking forward to it when everything starts coming back up and going to normal. Okay, enough about me. I'm going to move on about health and PE in middle school. So some of you know, if you are parents of 7th and 8th graders, that we really focus on the wellness and whole being of the student, so physical, social, emotional. Since we are online, they're really not getting that social piece, so I have them try to interact with different students in the class through class discussion with me, or separate breakout rooms. I'm going to talk about physical education first, and then I will get to health through remote learning. So for physical education, it does look a little different than it would if we were actually in school. If we were in school, we would be using the equipment, teaching fundamental motor skills, different movement patterns, especially during sport, team building, activity, cooperative games. Because the students don't have equipment at home, for example, floor hockey, we have taken a different approach and taken the fitness and wellness approach for this time. What this means is that the students are learning a lot about different types of fitness, different types of workouts, such as HIIT, Tabata, yoga. I'm drawing a blank right now. But we're also teaching about heart rate, maximum heart rate, target heart rate, trying to find your heart rate. So there's different fundamentals that we are teaching the students that they do need throughout their life. So we're taking this time to teach them this. Along with that, for my courses, I try to do a Fun Friday for them where they step away from the exercises, from the fitness, and they try to do different activities using basic household items. So for example, last Friday I had my ACE section. They did a Fun Friday where they had to do different activities using sock balls or pieces of paper, and they would time themselves and see what their scores were while they were tracking their data. So they had different opportunities to repeat it, try to beat themselves, and try to improve their score each time. A lot of these activities do use their skills that they do learn in PE, such as overhand throwing, underhand throwing, and fitness as well. So they had fun with that. That is something that I try to do just to get them moving, especially after they've been sitting all day long. Moving on to health. So the only section that has health right now is my period 3, 8th grade. Right now, we are going over the reproductive system. The last unit we started on was who we are as people, so personality, self-esteem, self-concept. For health, I really hone in on the students and their wellness and their well-being. So if something is bothering them or they're uncomfortable with something in the lesson, because we go over sensitive topics, I make sure that they tell me and express their concerns to me before the class or during the class. They can message me privately, email me privately, and then they can take a step back from it. I am willing to work with the students after school if they want to work one-on-one, if it's more comfortable for them. Expectations for both health and PE through Zoom. I just expect the students to be on time and to show up to the Zoom classes. I do track their screens through GoGuardian, so if they are on a different website that they're not supposed to be, I do send an announcement through. All I ask is that if you know they're supposed to be in class and they're on Netflix, just please say something to them because what we are learning is important. I have, there are different assignments that I do assign. So for PE, they will start with a warm-up, which is not graded. Then they'll get into an activity, maybe with data tracking, or they have to reflect on their workout. That would be graded for 2 points, and then they have an exit ticket for 2 points as well. I give the students more than enough time in class to complete the entire workout and assignment so they don't have homework. I don't want them sitting on screens for PE or health. After school is done, I rather encourage them to go outside, step away from the computer, rest their eyes, step away from any screens, and be active or recovering from the computer in a different way. As far as the late work, I understand that there are connection issues. Some students cannot get onto Zoom. I don't penalize them for that, obviously. I understand that things are not always the best with our connection. I just express to them that they need to email me, let me know. They can tell you, you can email me. Just open communication during this time is best. As for late work, like I had mentioned, I do accept it and I don't penalize as long as it's still in the first marking period. So again, with connection issues with late work, I'm not going to take off points because their work is submitted late. For the participation, again, students will lose 1 point each time they are either not participating in the activity or they're on Netflix playing a game on their computer when they're supposed to be doing the work. The last thing that I want to touch on is that, again, I am huge with open communication, so please, if you have any questions, concerns, please email me. That is the best way to get in touch with me. I did set up remind texts, so if that's something that you're interested in, I can send that out. I send an email to all the parents at the beginning of the school year, but some students got switched into my class. You might not have gotten that email. So if you would like to sign up for remind texts or you would like to get that email, please email me and let me know. It's cusko@east-windsor-regional-school-district.k12.us. If you have any questions or concerns after this video, let me know. If not, I am looking forward to such an amazing school year with you and with your students, and hopefully I will get to see them in November. All right, have an awesome night. Stay well.